you trust your crypto assets to centralized exchanges that actively sell your private information and front run your trades? Would you like to buy and sell your assets without any middlemen, intermediaries, or robots? Do you like paying slippage, fees, and having the price go up as bots steal from you on low liquidity decentralized exchanges? The solution is nodemarket.io. Set your guaranteed buy or sell price. No middlemen, no slippage, no bots ever. Buy or sell 1, 10, or even 10 million tokens, and you never have to worry. OTC trades are between you and the seller or buyer, guaranteed by audited smart contracts and no human middlemen. Nodemarket.io.
Ding, 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 ding.
Reminds me of better times back in the 80s. I love it. Perfect. Exactly what I
Back
wanted.
when life was simpler.
Back when life was simpler, before cell phones, and I was taking my bike everywhere. Oi, oi.
Okay, do you want to get to some housekeeping?
Yeah, I saw where was this in the comments? Oh, John. Okay. No, Joseph. There we go. Right, it is. Got a new chair, it looks like. Was able to get himself a chair based on some recommendations I had, and
a chair like these? A chair?
Yeah. Dude, I'm telling you, these chairs, once you sit in them, you'll never go back. I have this other chair here. These guys sent me. This thing's absolutely garbage, okay? And it's like a $300-$400 chair too. Garbage. Absolutely garbage.
I notice you still got it though.
This is my wife's chair. Well, she's lighter. She's lighter than me because the pneumatic on it doesn't hold me up. I think I weigh too much. I've been eating too many muffins for Christmas, and it just doesn't hold me up. So the pneumatic, so after I sit there for like literally 5 minutes, I'm all the way down to the lowest setting. And I'm like, this is garbage. Can't even hold itself up. But there was still more emails about how you marry tokens, obviously. Okay, so here we go. Just kidding. We're not going to, we'll tell you when we tell you. Anyway, I've responded, I think, to all those. But yeah, we aren't ready to marry tokens yet. Node NFT holders, obviously 100% for the cutoff.
Oh, yeah.
December 25th.
File can't be found. What the smoke?
What is that? What happened there?
That was my thing. Oh, sorry.
Here, let me share my screen here then.
Okay, you do that.
There we go. Let me share my screen. Boom, boom,
share
boom,
it.
boom, boom.
Do it.
It's all shared up. All shared up, boys and girls. We did divulge some information, but we're not going to share that yet. A little bit about the Twin Protocol launch. We're super excited about that. Then the last thing that we're going to cover is going to be behind, I think we're going to do that behind the wall type of thing. Because I got an email, and this is just a little teaser for later in the show, but I did get an email asking about the implications of a Bitcoin ETF, what that kind of means for us, and where that could potentially take us, what's going to happen when that plays out, and all those kind of things. So we'll just talk about that then. I think we're good.
Yeah. Okay. If we have any other quick questions, we'll go ahead and knock those out. But yeah, today we're going to talk about what nuked Bitcoin. It's a lot more sinister and less interesting than you probably think. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about what the potential is. We'll comment a little bit about post ETFs, what kind of behavior you should see. And it's pretty easy. You can think about it like, well, what are some other commodity-based ETFs that have launched and what did they do? Well, how about gold? How about silver? So you can look at those and say, what was the run up in those? What was the, immediately after the decision? And then like, I can tell you just off the top of my head, but I won't. But we'll all get to that behind the wall. We're going to try to make sure that the digital investors and digital private clients, they get their crypto's worth. So we're going to start putting all that stuff behind the wall, including news and all that. So we'll use the beginning of these shows to do a little Q&A, a little housekeeping. If any good questions come up, Jim, I want a hyperbox on Cryptopia. Anyone want to buy it? I'm sure someone wants to buy it. Weren't you auctioning it? Let's see. Will the twin sale be after December 20th? Yeah, it would be when we get a final date, it will be the week leading up to, or maybe 10 days out leading up to the TGE. And it's going to be a limited TGE, meaning there's not going to be 45 launch pads pushing it out there. That we're pretty sure about. It's probably going to be, from what I think, from what I'm getting, is it's going to be Singularity DAO and us. And that might be it. So
there's reasons for that, and the reasons are very cool. But
yeah.
I think that should help with the whole event altogether, because the tokens, if you get them on the TGs, are going to be more exclusive. So the rest of the people have to go buy them at market price. 40,
From
50
you.
cents, 60 cents, 70 cents, who knows what it's going to be.
Well, the market price is
0
whatever you
cents.
guys determine it as. You could go flip to DEXs, but I wouldn't. If I had tokens that no one else had, I would put, the crypto version of a limit order is a code-based OTC order, an offer to sell at a price. And I would say, I want more. More is more. All right. Let's see. Tufi alluded to 9 companies. Nope. Can they be shared? No. There's a reason all those companies NDA. Some of those companies will never be shared because they probably don't want everyone that they're selling to know that they're offloading their compute to another company. So no. The answer to your question is, can they be shared? No. But then again, we may share it with in digital investors. But no. Let's see. We will need USDT or USDC to pay for the 10. The twins, probably USDC. Right? Is that what we're thinking?
Yeah, I think either one. But yeah, we'll make it pretty easy for you. These guys, everybody gets caught up on this, but literally those are always just one swap away. So it's not like,
Keith.
and it's the same thing as if people keep asking me, do I need to pull my hypercycle tokens off of Singularity DAO? No, that literally takes 8 seconds.
Yeah.
Why are you preparing?
Just fractions.
Why are you preparing? And it's not going to be like a massive, you cannot increase the price of gas by even every single one of us times 20 isn't going to touch the price of gas. The thing that's affecting gas is 800 million people buying altcoins right now.
When I bought Bitcoin a few weeks ago, I looked at the price on Coinbase, and I'll answer your question in a second. Well, actually, Keith, I'll answer your question. NFT holders price is 10 cents. It's 10 cents a token. So that's the price you get. Whatever the market's doing. I mean, if the market's at 30 cents, and that's only determined by looking at DEXs. There's not going to be any exchange listings on day one. So you're going to look at DEXs, and you're going to either go buy off of a DEX or you don't get it. That's it. And the people that may be dumping onto DEXs are people that would have gotten it in some weird, like 6% of their tokens up front, followed by a 90-day lockup, that kind of a thing, via Singularity DAO or other early investors. Point is, there's not going to be a bunch of tokens floating out there. And so they will be 10 cents. Each NFT will get you, I think right now the number is like 600 and change. Is like, you don't have to buy them, but if you have the option, it's on you. It's between you and the wallet. Brandon and I, we don't sit in the middle of these trades. It's just you guys and the price. But I want to say something. So when I was looking at doing that Bitcoin trade, for those of you that are like, kind of going back to Mary's question, do we need this or do we need that, which is only a click away. I always look, like I was on Coinbase, and the price to do that trade was like $16,000 or almost $17,000 in fees, which is weird because I have Coinbase One. So I thought it should have been free, but apparently it doesn't apply to Bitcoin. It's kind of dickish. But anyway, and then I said, well, what would that trade cost over on Kraken? Well, on Kraken, that trade was like $3,000. So by just taking an extra 2 or 3 minutes to push my USDC from Coinbase to Kraken, I made the purchase on Kraken. Took a little bit longer because it was a little bit less liquid, and that was for Kraken, that was not a tiny trade, but it got done in less than an hour. And so I saved, almost $14,000. That's over a third of a Bitcoin at that time it was. Well, it is now even. So just for, taking an extra 5 minutes. So make sure you guys look around before you guys are doing a trade. Look around like, oh, I have to transfer this to here. That takes 1 second. Oh my God, I'm going to have to transfer from Coinbase to MetaMask. Okay. Click. Like, what is it? Think about, you go to your bank to send a wire transfer. That shit takes days. Listen, man, I have money from the escrow company from that deal that I wound down before Brandon came to LA. I had already nixed that deal. That money is still locked up at Chase. It's a Chase check. I wired these dudes money. It's an escrow company.
This is normal, though. Normal.
They gave me a check from Chase, from the same bank. And, we have to lock up your funds for a week. Bullshit. What you have to do is collect interest on my funds for a week. And if you do that with enough people on the aggregate, because Chase is a piece of shit and steals from immigrants and steps on people with low account balances by hitting them with overdraft charges over and over and over, the average is 7 times. Motherfucker, if I don't have the money the first time, why are you going to hit me 6 more times? $35 each. Sorry, Jose. I say that not to be racist. They disproportionately punish the Latino community. Chase is such a piece of shit. Anyway, I didn't mean to go down a Chase rant, but like, that's what you're dealing with versus crypto, where it just takes 2 or 3 minutes. And the transaction doesn't take that long. The actual just logging in and all that. So like, go look at your options before you get too lazy. I know a lot of people that did not make trades. Like, I thought about buying Bitcoin, but it was just too much trouble to, go on Coinbase. What? It was too much trouble to go on Coinbase. Get off the gas. You don't deserve shit. Have fun being poor. Listen, if you're too lazy to pull
coming though, but that's why the ETFs are happening. Because really, all those people were too lazy, and so they're gonna buy later when it's more expensive.
That's what it is, man. Lazy. Okay, we'll answer 1 or 2 more questions, then we're gonna bang off behind the wall. MetaMask, I had an airdrop of AGI. What do you mean you had an airdrop?
Oh, no, he already answered his own question, James Welch. Look at this, okay? So basically what happened was somebody airdropped you AGIX. But if you go look at the token address, which I wouldn't recommend, it's not the real AGIX. If you go ahead and sign a signature for that AGIX, you're going to be signing, it's basically a dust token. And what those dust tokens do is they'll give access to your wallet to do whatever they want pretty much. And so I would not sign the signature to sell or stake that AGIX anywhere because that is a fake airdrop.
Come to our staking platform and give us all of your shit.
It's just not the real AGIX. So be very, very careful. There's not been an airdrop. So there hasn't been an airdrop for AGIX.
If we don't tell you guys about an airdrop, there's no airdrop.
Just be very careful.
You think Ben Gortzel's just in the giving shit away business?
I hope so. But I'm going to guess the answer to that is no.
Okay. All right. Let's go behind the wall and let's talk about all the stuff that's coming this way. We'll talk about what nuked Bitcoin, which is so simple. It's surprising. Of course, leverage, because a dummy's gonna dummy. We talked about that last week. If you guys didn't see the show Thursday, that's just about leverage. You should probably do that. But this is we'll talk about it behind the wall, won't we? We'll talk about it on the other side of the wall. But first, we have to go to here. We have to go to here because that's the cool thing for there. We have to go to here, and then we have to play our little thing. We have like that really cool thing that we play.
We're going behind the proverbial wall now to continue the broadcast privately for the digital investors and digital private clients.
You should hum.
To join us, simply go to nickblacknext.com and subscribe to one of our plans and immediately take advantage of our library of tools, tactics, and information. It's all designed to help you learn, grow, and manage your portfolio like a pro. Join us now.
Okay, we're removing. Don't worry, people. We're just removing. Let's see. Twitch, You're out of here. You're expired, Twitch. Let's see. Twitter, gotta let you go. We don't love you. You don't know
hate
me.
you, but we don't love you. We don't love